Welcome back to Smitty's Learning Room. Today we're going to have a look at the part of the syllabus which explores complementary and alternative healthcare approaches. We may also call this CAM or CAM. So when we talk about complementary and alternative healthcare approaches, we're looking at healing practices or approaches that do not fall within the areas of conventional medicine. So when we talk about conventional medicine, that's basically things that a doctor prescribes or services that we would get from a hospital or a specialist. So these are things like meditation, acupuncture, massage, hypnotherapy, whole range of services and practices which heal the body without these modern medicines. Alternative medicine has existed for many centuries and most commonly in Asian countries. So in China, Chinese medicines account for about 30 to 50% of all medicines consumed in China. And interestingly, Japan has the highest consumption of herbal medicines in the world. If we look at Australia as a country and how much we spend on alternative healthcare, we spend over $4 billion per year on these alternative medications or practitioners. When we have a look at the types of complementary and alternative health services, there's 5 main areas. So we have biological, which basically having a look at your diet and herbs and vitamins. We then have manipulative or body-based therapies, and this is when we look at chiropractors, massage, or osteopathy. We then have a look at mind-body interventions, and then under that category we're looking at things like yoga, spirituality, and relaxation. There's a group called alternative medical systems, and these are looking at homeopathy, naturopathy. Then we have a look at energy therapies, and we look at Reiki therapies and magnetic therapies. Now there's a lot of different other therapies that can fall under these main headings, but they're just the most common ones that are in society. So the next thing we need to have a look at is what are the reasons for the growth of complementary and alternative health products and services. So why are people choosing these alternative healthcare services as opposed to going to modern or more conventional medicine practices? So the first thing is that there's been a greater globalization and societal trends towards individualism. So people aren't sort of going with the norm anymore. People are sort of stepping out and doing their own thing. And because of this, because of globalization, we've got an access or an increased access to information, to health information about these services. So we're no longer sort of relying on other people. We can use the internet to find information about these services and the benefits to our health from using these services. There's also been a decrease in the less acceptance of traditional medicine. So more people are actually accepting traditional medicines as a way of improving their health. Because of this, I guess, trend towards individualism, we also have an increase in empowerment and control over health choices. So you've got more people saying, you know what, I'm not really happy about what the doctors told me. I'm going to go and seek out some other form of alternative healthcare. And finally, something that's been quite a big improvement or allowed for more people to actually have acceptance of these alternative products and services is that the World Health Organization recognises the usefulness of alternative health approaches and actually promote the use of these approaches. So if you've got a global body promoting these, you're going to have more people in society actually accepting them because they've got more credibility. So we've explored what are complementary and alternative healthcare approaches to improving your health and having a look at the reasons why there's been such a growth in these areas. Now we're going to have a look at some of the products and services that are available for people to make use of. The first one we have a look at is acupuncture. Now acupuncture is an ancient system of healing that's developed over thousands of years and is part of traditional medicine in Eastern countries. It basically involves the use of fine needles, which is inserted into the skin and left in there for about 20 to 30 minutes. Now, basically what it does is it aids in stimulating the mind and the body's healing process. So you often find a lot of athletes will use acupuncture to help promote their body to recover a lot quicker after intense periods of training or racing. Another product and service that are available is aromatherapy. Now, aromatherapy is the use of essential oils to influence or modify the mind, body, or spirit. Now, these oils can be used in a vaporizer or an oil burner. You can bathe in the oils, which the most common use of them is during massage. And aromatherapy is used to treat depression, poor sleep habits, stress, and anxiety. Quite a popular product and services is chiropractic services. Now, this is based on the relationship between the spine, the nervous and musculoskeletal system. And basically what happens is that a chiropractor will make adjustments to the spine, which will remove interferences to the normal nervous system control. And because those interferences have been moved, the body can function better. And it's not just about the nervous system functioning, but it's also about the muscles and the skeleton being better aligned and being able to move a lot better. Herbalism is the oldest form of medicine, which uses plants and herbs to restore the body. We have a look at how many people are actually using herbalism around the world. It's 75% of the world's population. So not only is it the oldest form of medicine, but it's also one of the most popular forms of medicine. The herbal medicines are used to restore and support the body's own defense mechanisms, and they're based on the individual's symptoms, lifestyle, and overall health. So no one treatment plan is the same. Another popular form of alternative health service is iridology. Now, an iridologist will analyse the human eye and detect signs of physical, emotional and spiritual well-being. So just by looking at someone's eye, they can detect if there's any imbalances within a person's health. Once they've identified those imbalances, usually naturopathic treatments are prescribed to improve general and immune system health. Now, the naturopathic treatments focus on a holistic treatment of the individual by seeking to address symptoms of illness as well as resolving underlying causes of that illness. So it's usually about making dietary changes or lifestyle changes in order to improve your health. Probably the most common one or most well-known form of alternative services is massage. And massage is the oldest and simplest form of therapy. Basically, a masseuse induces relaxation to the patient, and because of this, blood pressure is reduced, stress and anxiety levels are also reduced as a result of the relaxation. There's quite a few different types of massage, so you'll have remedial, therapeutic, sports and Swedish massage, and they all target different aspects of the body's health and well-being and development. The final product and service that we look at today is meditation. Now, meditation is something that's becoming increasingly popular, especially among young people who are using meditation as a way to deal with mental health issues or high levels of stress and anxiety. Now, meditation requires someone to have a state of inner stillness or relaxation, which mainly focuses on an object, breathing, or some kind of phrase or mantra that might be quite important to someone. And meditation strengthens the immune system. And generally, the reason for the strength of that immune system is because they've got improved sleep, lower blood pressure, and increased motivation and self-esteem. And this is all due to the body being a lot more relaxed and the patient being able to control their thoughts and feelings through the use of meditation. The final concept we need to explore under this point in the syllabus is how do we make informed choices about these alternative approaches to health? Because with conventional medicine, there's quite a lot of research, there's a lot more breakthroughs of conventional medicine than what there is with alternative medicines. Some of the things that you need to consider when looking for alternative medicines is what treatment is on offer. So these are some questions that you can actually ask your practitioner. So if you're going up to a naturopath or a massage therapist or a chiropractor, actually ask them, what treatment can I receive during this session? Something that else is really important is to have a look at the practitioner's qualifications. So there are a lot of institutes around the world now which are just as refutable as universities in relation to naturopathy, in relation to iridology, massage, chiropractic, that sort of thing. So there's quite a lot of people out there who are qualified practitioners, but you may also come across some that may not necessarily be as qualified. And one of the things that comes, I guess, in hand with this is what experience and training do they have? So, is this a well-known naturopath person, or is it a well-known chiropractor? And obviously, with access to information and internet services and word of mouth, you can find out these sorts of things. Something that's very important to do, and with any health service, is ask what the cost of the treatment is. So a lot of these treatments can be quite expensive for a consultation, and then you'll be expected to perhaps buy medicine. So, for example, if you're looking at naturopathy, or you're looking at aromatherapy or herbalism, it's one thing to actually be diagnosed, but it's another to actually have to go and purchase those medications. And a lot of these medications aren't under the pharmaceutical benefits scheme, and they can be quite expensive. Finally, something that's becoming more and more important is a question that we need to ask is, can the treatment be combined with modern medicine? And a lot of people nowadays are turning to alternative medicine to combine it with medicine that they're receiving from their local GP. And the concept of that is that they're trying to perhaps maybe take a more natural approach to their healthcare, or they might realise that there's something that isn't available from modern medicines that can actually treat their disease or their illness, and so they combine those modern medicines and alternative medicines to try and come up with an effective result to fix their health. It's important to understand that the alternative services and products that have been talked about in this video are not the only ones that are available out there. There are quite a lot of alternative services that are becoming more and more available. These are just the most common ones. You don't need to know all of them, but you need to know most of them, and talk about how they actually can improve health and why they're becoming a bigger issue in society, why more people are actually turning to alternative healthcare products. And you also need to know how people can make informed choices about these products.